Hey guys, welcome to Raw Customs. I'm your host, Patrick Rapolo, and on this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make the Wasp Helmet. Now this has been one of the most requested helmets y'all guys have asked for, so I finally got around to it, and today I'm going to show you how to make it. So of course, I have templates for download as well as a kit. You'll be able to find links in the description area below to each of those. Now as far as difficulty, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a 3.5 guys. It's actually a pretty easy build. All the parts are marked with reference lines, center marks to help you put everything together, keep everything lined up and even. Now if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button for me. If you want to see more, please subscribe. But for now, let's get to the build. For this build you'll need 3 sheets of 5mm foam, contact cement, PLASTI dip, spray paint, a heat gun, a rotary tool, razor knife, an optional airbrush. You can find links to the kit and templates in the description area below. Start with the ice around and the visor. Place the visor on top of the ice around, then trace around the edges. Once your visor is marked, use a razor to cut out your shape. Next, heat the forehead center section. Place it onto something round to form a rounded curve. Hold the piece in place until the foam cools. Now heat the forehead side sections and form them over something round as well. Once the foam cools, it'll hold its shape. For glue, I recommend using contact cement. Apply glue to the outside edges on the forehead centerpiece and to the inside edge on the side pieces. I recommend using 2 coats on all edges. Once your glue is set, press your pieces together, starting at the top edge and working your way down to the bottom. You'll want to keep the top surface area flush. Next, heat the front top section and mold it over something round. This piece should be bowed and slightly concave. Line the forehead section up on the top section following the reference lines. Flip your sections over and mark a reference line for glue. Apply glue to the top section along the reference lines and to the bottom surface area on the forehead piece, along your marked line. Press the pieces together starting in the center and working your way out to the sides. Heat the back top piece and form it the same way you did the front top piece. Both pieces have center marks in the center to help you line up your sections. Apply glue to the top surface area on the back piece along the reference line and to the bottom surface area on the front piece. Line up the sections in the center using your center marks and press your pieces together, working your way out to the sides. You can continue lining up your pieces and marking reference lines if it helps you, or you can apply glue without reference lines on the inside surface areas. Heat the ice around and bow it into a U shape. Apply glue to the side and top surface area along the reference line. On the top section, apply glue to the inside surface area along the front edge. Line up the eye section starting in the center and press your pieces together. Work your way from the center out to each side. Next, grab the nose and face section. Heat the nose piece and then use a straight edge to press down along the reference lines. Then make sharp bends along each line. Heat the face section. Then bend the front rounded section down. Then slightly round the front on the side sections. You can use your finger to help you roll this section. On the face section, apply glue to all three edges in the center. On the nose, apply glue to the outside surface area on each side and to the front edge. Press the nose section in place by lining up the side in the front corner and making the bottom edge flush with the bottom surface area on the face piece. Glue the second side in place starting in the corner as well, then glue the front center section down. You will have to slightly bend the front edge down. Use a razor to cut an angled notch at the back of the nose on each side. Apply glue to the backside surface area along the top edge. Apply glue to the bottom of the eye section along the reference line. Line the face section up in place starting at the corner on one side. Then glue your section down along the reference line. Then glue the second side in place the same way. On the nose, press the top center section down first, then glue down each side. Next, heat the side sections. They'll get a natural bow from the heat, that's all you'll need. Apply glue to the top edge and to the front surface area along the reference line, and hit the top corner as well. On the forehead section, apply glue to the inside surface area on each side, and to the bottom edges on the top section. Line the top edge of the forehead up with the end of the front reference line on the side piece. Glue the front edges of the top and side piece together. Then press down the side of the forehead section along the reference line on the side piece. Then line up the back edges on the side and top piece. Glue down the back top section flush with the side piece. Allow the front section to taper out from front to back. On the back section, apply glue to the inside surface area along the reference line. On the back overlay, apply glue to the back surface area around the outside edge. Press the overlay in place, starting at the top in the center and working your way down. Line the back section up using the center marks, then hold the side in place and make a reference mark at the corner on each side. Then transfer the mark to the inside of the back piece. Line a straight edge up along your marks and press down. Then fold the section along the crease. Apply glue to the top and side edges of the back piece and to the back inside surface area along the back edge. Press the back section in place starting at the center point at the top and then work your way down the sides. Next, heat the section for the lower jaw. Bend down the front section along the line and give a small bow across the length on the top and bottom. Next, grab the pieces that look like a crooked line and apply glue to the top surface areas. Apply glue to the bottom inside surface area on the face section, along the reference line on the sides, to the back edge on the face and bottom edge on the forehead, to the back and top surface area on the lower jaw, and to the top and inside edge as shown. Glue the line in place at the bottom of the face section along the lower edge. Leave a portion of the line exposed as shown. Glue the jaw in place starting at the top edge, lined up with the edge of the side of the forehead section, and the back edge on the face. Glue down the back edge along the reference line on the side. Then glue down the top edge of the jaw, leaving a small gap between the face and the jaw. There's 4 pieces for the respirator section. A solid circle, a circle with a hole in it, a detail piece, and a thinner circle. Apply glue to the top surface area on the main circle and the ring, as well as your thin circle. Line up the edges on the main circle and your ring and press the pieces together. Then glue the thin circle in the center of the ring. Use a rotary tool to round over the top edge of the center detail piece and the top edge of the ring. Apply glue to the top of the thin circle and to the back of your center detail piece. Once the glue is set, you can press the center section in place. Apply glue to the bottom edge of the respirator all the way around, to the inside edges on the front of the helmet, and to the bottom edges on the lower jaw. Line the regulator up at the bottom of the face and press the section in place with the inside edges flush. Glue the section in place, working your way from the top to the bottom of the jaw. Once you get to the bottom, glue the edges of the jaw together. Apply glue to the inside surface area of the jaw around the edge of the cutout and along the reference line on the filler panel. Then press your filler panel in place on the inside of the helmet along the reference lines. You have 3 pieces that make up each antenna. The bottom 2 sections are marked left and right. The bottom circle has an open notch to help you line up the antenna. Apply glue to the back surface area of the section with the antenna and to the top surface area of the base piece. Line the antenna up with the notches and press the pieces together. Next, use a rotary tool to taper the edges. For this, I used a sanding drum and a grinding stone. The sanding drum takes off material very fast, so if you're not used to it, I recommend just using the grinding stone. It'll do the same job, it just takes longer. The sanding drum also leaves a rough texture, so I recommend switching to the grinding stone to clean up your beveled edge. On the base section for the antenna, you'll bevel the edges on both pieces as one piece.
You won't be able to get your rotary tool to the edge at the antenna. You can use a sharp razor knife to cut the remaining section out. Once the sections are cut out, you can use sandpaper or an emery file to clean up your piece. If you want, you can use a heat gun with very low heat on your antenna sections to smooth out the foam. Be careful on the base sections, the pieces could start to separate. Apply glue to the back of the top section and to the top center area on the base. Press your pieces together starting at the tips of the antenna and work your way down, keeping the edges flush. On the side of the helmet, there's two notches that help you line up the antenna. Apply glue to the marked surface area on the side of the helmet and to the bottom surface area on the antenna. Line the antenna up with the notches and then press the piece in place. Now you'll need to seal the foam for paint. I recommend using PLASTI dip. I use 2 light coats followed by 2 heavy coats. Next, apply your base coat. Here I'm using an aluminum paint for Rust-Oleum and I use 2 coats. I let the paint dry for 24 hours. Then the areas I wanted to keep silver looking, I taped off. You could use a spray can to paint on your second color, but I decided to use my airbrush. To finish the helmet, I used 2 coats of clear. With the paint done, you can glue in your visor.
Alright guys, there it is, the Wasp helmet. I've spent quite a bit of time actually trying to get everything just right, everything to fit really well on this for you guys. So for you guys to build it, I really want to see your pictures. Please send them to me, let me see them, see what you're doing. I know you guys can really push limits. I've seen some of the work you do. This I think would be really cool with some LEDs on the ends down here and of course in the back. I think that'd be cool to have some lights in it. Now as far as this helmet itself, as far as the build goes, now as far as difficulty, the hardest areas I think are the front nose piece, getting this to come down. It really isn't that hard, but it's one of the more difficult areas. And of course just the extra work for the antennas on the side with your rotary tool. As far as that goes, you see I used the sanding drum in there. If you're not used to using that, really practice with it, or just stick with the grinding wheel all the way around. The sanding drum actually takes a lot of material fast, and if you're not used to it, on this big bevel up here, you could end up taking way too much material off and messing up the prop. So just want to warn you guys about that. Now, as far as wearability, this is probably the best helmet as far as vision I've actually made. It's got tons of real estate up and down, peripheral vision on the side. So if you want to wear this for you know, a Comic-Con or something like this is a great helmet. You could actually just walk with it and not worry about tripping over stuff. Now, as far as the lens itself that comes with the kit, it actually it is just a little foggy, as you can see, but you can still see good with it. I'd recommend another lens, but I wanted to offer something. I'm actually looking at different materials and stuff that I can use as lenses to send out to you guys, but for now, this is the lens I have going out with the kit. Now, on another note, just a little sneak peek for you guys, something I'm working on is the helmet from Mass Effect. I'm actually getting pretty close. This is actually my second build on it. I've got one more, and I think I'll have everything down where everything fits tight and comes together for you guys. So really excited about this. I think this is just a cool looking helmet. I've been wanting to make it for a while and just been staring at it and figure out how I was going to make the parts stack up and come together. One of the best things, or most ingenious thing I came up with, is making this curve in like this. I was really happy that I actually figured out how to make it bow in and look more like the actual helmet does from the video game. Alright guys, that's it for now. Let me know what you think about the video in the comments below. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.